In this video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to connect Claude to Blender to have Claude help you build things within Blender. First things first, make sure you are running the most up-to-date version of Blender. You can open the Blender app, go into the settings here, go to About Blender, and it will tell you what version you are running. This will work on any version of Blender, whatever operating system that you are using. You want to start over in Claude, and once you're here, I want you to go up to Claude in the settings and go to the option here that says connectors. Under customize, it says connectors, and this is where we will add the connection from Claude over to Blender. So go ahead and go to connectors here under settings, go to add, and then go to browse connectors. Then type in the search box and type in the word Blender. You should see the Blender logo here, and then click the addition symbol to add that, and then go to install. Once you've installed it, you may have to click install one more time for confirmation, and you'll see the process here with a little progress bar. Once it is installed, I want you to click the link button right here next to the install button there. Make sure that shows as a check mark, and then go ahead and make sure it is enabled and over to the right. Then you can click on configure to see all of the different things and abilities that Blender has and how you want it to work. If you click the hand icon next to a permission, that means that it has to ask you first before it goes and does the action. If you have this set to a check mark, like this one here, get blend file data block summary, this means that it will always allow it automatically. Just to be safe, you may want to just select the hand icon here to bring up that prompt to say, hey, I want to allow it to do this so it doesn't mess up a project that you've already been working on for hours at a time. The next thing you want to do is open up a new browser tab or Google and go and search for Blender MCP. Once you've done that, you'll see the top option that says MCP server, and it'll have the Blender icon or logo. Click onto that. Then I want you to scroll down to where you see the section that says add-on. I want you to go and download this add-on. So click download. You'll see it here in Chrome. It shows as a download. Do not open it. What I want you to do is find that download. Don't extract it. Don't open it. I want you to click and hold and drag that into Blender. When you do so, you will see this box here, install from disk, user default. Go ahead and click OK. To confirm in Blender that you've done everything correctly, go to the edit option in the menu bar like so, and go to preferences. Once here under preferences, I want you to go to add-ons. And then under the search add-on box here, type in MCP, and you should see where it says MCP, and there should be a check mark next to it. At this point, if you don't see it or it's not working, make sure the box is checked and then just drag it once more. Sometimes you have to drag it twice or even 3 times to get it to work properly. Just follow the previous steps and you should be good to go. All right, now let's test and make sure everything is working. As you can see on the left here, we have Blender. On the right, we have Claude. The first thing I'm going to do is ask it, are you connected to Blender? Something else you may have to do once you've asked it, is it connected to Blender, is actually start the server. It may give you this when you ask it, are you connected to Blender? You go back to preferences, add-ons, search for MCP, and then expand the option here and go to start MCP bridge server. And then as you can see, it says online access must be enabled in the system preferences. And then what you want to do is go to edit and then go to preferences, and then under system here where it says network, go to allow online access. Then you go back to add-ons, search for MCP and go to start MCP bridge server, and you should be good to go. Now I've asked Claude again, are you connected to Blender after doing those things? And it should say, yes, I'm connected. As you can see, yes, I'm connected now. Then I'm just going to ask it to create me a simple house structure in my current open project in Blender just to show how this works. As with everything as we've set up with the Blender connection, I'll have to allow it to have access to certain areas of Blender. So I'm going to do that now. Then it starts asking me questions like, how detailed should the house be? Let's do basic block and roof. And then what should I do with the default cube? Go ahead and delete it. So it's asking me questions about the project already. And now you can see here over in Blender, it has created that house structure as we've discussed within Claude. It can be as detailed or simple as you want, but the power in this is the back and forth with Claude. So I can go back and forth with Claude after it gives me the initial object and say, no, I want the roof bigger, or no, I want it to be this shape, or I want the color to be this, right? It then gives me a recap of what it's done, right? It says, okay, I built the new house. Here's exactly the details of it. And it says, one note, do you want me to add a door, windows, and materials next? And you just go back and forth with Claude until you get the result that you want. If you have any questions, I'll put some frequently asked questions down below. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video.